What's up, guys? Happy Victory Monday. It's been a while for me to do one of these, so it feels really, really good. We manhandled the Bucs and Tom Brady 21-3 on both sides of the ball. We had Tom Brady in his feelings big time for multiple reasons, but controlling the line of scrimmage both sides was a sight for sore eyes, and I believe the big catalyst to that, Bradley Bozeman, coming in for the injured Pat Elflein, had been a stalwart for Baltimore. Unfortunately, some injuries had stopped his Carolina Panthers career start, and yesterday he put his stamp on it big time. The entire offensive line played their butts off, only one sack allowed, and that was actually on a 3rd and 4, and PJ could have easily gotten that out a little faster, I think. So that was a little bit more on PJ than the offensive line. 27 rushes for 173 yards. Some big chunk splash plays on 2nd and long and 3rd and short. Really, really good. And having that on the ground just makes it so much easier. We're ahead of the chains a lot yesterday, so we didn't have to go out, do anything special. We kept out of 3rd and long for the most part. It was absolutely amazing. PJ Walker really managed the game really well. 16 of 22, 177, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Didn't try to force it when it was a field position and back and forth defensive struggle early on. Obviously, Mike Evans dropping that easy touchdown when our secondary fell down was a big play on the 4th play of the game. Just kind of snapped our defense back and said that's not happening anymore. Only allowed 46 yards, rushing a couple of huge 4th down stops, and we were just a menace for Tom Brady to deal with. Obviously, he's got a shuffled offensive line, but Brian Burns, I'm so glad we came out and said we're not trading him, because Brian Burns, those type of players don't grow on trees, and I don't even think as many first-round picks as you could get, you like it, but I don't know that you're going to find an equivalent to Brian Burns, and this defense is a playoff defense, and we are missing 2 of our key cogs, and they showed that big time yesterday. Keith Taylor was absolutely awesome on those short, quick passes, making it really difficult for Brady. Batted a lot of them down. Derek Brown, Bravon Roy were big time as well, muddying the pocket for Brady. So I wanted to mention those guys. Corey Littleton, big time stop on that 4th and 1 play. But the big play that kind of got us jump started was the big time sack on 3rd and long by Brian Burns to give us decent field position. And we took that. PJ Walker at the end of the half had completed 11 straight passes. The start of that drive was the big screenplay to Deontay Foreman. He was a man on a mission. 18 rushes, 118, and his career-long 68-yard run. Absolutely incredible. Set up another one of our touchdowns, but I'll get to that. The screen started, and then PJ Walker with the absolute dime to DJ Moore. The toe drag swag by DJ, the concentration, all of that. 9 receptions, 67 yards, and that glorious touchdown. A dime drop in the bucket. PJ Walker was absolutely incredible, and really nice job managing the clock, not allowing Tom Brady to have any time to operate was really key there as well, because, Tom Brady, even though it's not the same, you still want to leave as little time on the clock as you can, and the Panthers managed that greatly. And then in the second half, we kind of got jump-started with another defensive stop, the Corey Littleton stop on 4th down. That was a collective effort, but Corey Littleton stopped the momentum. I'm surprised they went with a 4th and 1 toss to Leonard Fournette. Usually you don't want to string out the defense because they have a chance to get there, and Corey Littleton provided that. Shaq Thompson, Dante Jackson, they were all there. Absolutely incredible. And the great part of that, it was a 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, and 4th and 1. Stopped all of them. And then the 2 best runs I've seen probably in the last 3 years. D'Onta Foreman on a 2nd and 9. The seas parted and he carried about 4 Buccaneers for 15 extra yards, his career-long 60-yarder. And then the next play, Chuba Hubbard up the gut, untouched, 17 yards. I don't remember the last time a Panther running back was untouched for a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, really nice game, 9 carries, 63 yards. D'Onta Foreman, 145 total yards. He was a key cog for Tennessee, and at times more effective than Derrick Henry. So I'm really liking that we have kind of a bit of a two-headed monster and a 1-2 punch. Obviously, it's only one game, and I'm not trying to get too excited, but this was absolutely incredible, and obviously it starts up front, and I think we're finally getting some stable stuff with that offensive line. So big props to them. So we went up 14-0, and then we gave up a huge chunk play on the tight end seam, and then we were able to force a field goal after Brady completed a 4th and 2 to Russell Gage. It was 1st and goal at the 8, and if you blinked, you might have missed the next 3 plays. Really, really great coverage to force a field goal. And then we went on the dagger touchdown drive with the 3rd and 3 run chunk play to Chuba Hubbard. Really, really good. It just opened up so nicely. I could have drove my chair through the holes that the offensive line and the wide receivers created for our running backs yesterday. So that was absolutely awesome to see. And being able to run on 2nd and 9 and 3rd and 3 and be able to pick up things, you go and just stay ahead of the chains was absolutely awesome. And to not be safe, rest on our laurels kind of thing, and just take the points. 3rd and 11, and absolute dart to Tommy Tremble. Have just one of the best throws I've seen all year long. Tommy Tremble, great route. No one was catching that except Tommy Tremble, or no one. Absolutely perfectly placed by P.J. Walker. 21-3, and it just felt so good. Only 3 penalties, 2 of which were on delay of games to help out our punter and to take time off the clock. Just everything was absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully we get J.C. Horn back very, very soon. Frankie Louvu played after missing last week's game with an injury, so the pieces are kind of getting together, and the game plan of our offense was 2nd to 9, and I hope we can carry that momentum. We are 2-0 in the division. Yes, the division is terrible, but who cares? And we got some draft capital for Christian McCaffrey as well, so we're sitting in a pretty good spot, and hopefully we can take this momentum and maybe shock the world a little bit more. But as always, go Panthers. Keep pounding. This was awesome. Absolutely incredible. Can't wait to see what's next.